Hello, hi MJ.
Right.
How you doing?
Fine.
What's going on with you?
Nothing.
You know, MJ, one of these days you're gonna have to, get over this not being seen eating thing. I don't really understand what your fear is. Are you afraid people are gonna Do you have like bad teeth or something?
No.
Let me see. Let me see your teeth. They're a little yellow. Do you smoke, MJ?
No. Yellow. There's probably something wrong with the lens.
You probably haven't brushed your teeth in at least 3 weeks. Just as if you don't ever shower, MJ. Because, people don't know this, but MJ smells like extreme stench.
I do not.
So, MJ, what's new with you? Is there anything new? Nothing at all? Well, what movie are we going to see today? We're going to see a movie that was supposed to come out in October.
Yeah, we're seeing a movie we've been waiting to see for a long time. Anticipated a long time.
When in Rome. No, we're seeing Shutter Island. I'm sure When in Rome is fine, but that's not a movie we're rushing out to see.
Yeah, I saw parts of it. From what I saw, it looked fine, but this was supposed to be really good. I saw some people come out of a screening of it. Actually, no. They came to the theater and were talking about it a few months ago when I was ushering, and then I said, how was it? I said, what's the twist? And then they said, we signed a thing that said we're not supposed to disclose what it is. I'm like, oh. And then they said, well, we will tell you what we really liked, and it was really good. And I'm like, okay, good.
Although I can probably figure out the twist already.
Mm.
It's, Leonardo DiCaprio is... Hey, MJ!
You people.
Hey, MJ! So we just got out of Martin Scorsese's film, Shutter Island, starring Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yep, and who else was in that? What was that one girl's name? Emily something? She was in a few scenes, the brown-haired girl.
I can't remember at the moment.
She was in The Kid.
She was in a lot of movies. She was in Brokeback Mountain. She was married to Heath Ledger,
Yeah, I think she was in Scary Movie. No, Scream 3.
Yeah, she's in a lot of stuff. But basically the movie that was about Leonardo DiCaprio. And the one thing about Leonardo DiCaprio I always notice is, he's like what you call the unageless man. Have you ever noticed how he grows up and gets tall and everything, but his face never changes?
Yeah, he's kind of like Corey Feldman. Well, no, nobody changes as little as Corey Feldman, but still.
Corey Feldman doesn't change at all.
No, and that's not a bad thing. He's awesome. The fact that he maintains the awesomeness is cool. But
I think this is one of the heaviest drama roles Leonardo DiCaprio's done.
One of.
Well, he's done a lot.
He's done some really good stuff.
This one he had a lot of real heavy stuff, I thought.
Yeah, this one the cinematography in this was beautiful.
And it reminded me of a movie from the late 70s. You know what I mean?
It was supposed to be kind of like that because I think it took place
in the
somewhere
50s.
In the mid-50s.
But it had the quality a filmmaking style to it, real late 70s, which I really liked.
Yeah.
And it didn't have a lot of CG or anything like that in it.
Yeah, which was great. Everything was there.
And it's it's very hard to explain. It's basically him, Leonardo DiCaprio, and his partner are going to this maximum security mental asylum to investigate this missing woman.
Right.
And when they get there, things become strange.
Things get we can't say too much without
We don't want to ruin any details or anything.
There's a major thing that turns the whole thing around. We're not going to say anything, but mainly what it is when they're there, and it's a figure that things would get nuts because when you're on isolated on an island with a bunch of crazy people, things will get freaky. So that's to be expected. And
there's a couple of cool people in it too. The one guy from Silence of the Lambs who was in Mangler.
Yeah. And
he was in Flubber, was the one you would know.
Yeah, and then there's the guy who played Casey Jones from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the guy with the hocky mask and the long hair and the baseball
he's in lots of stuff. He was
cool. He's like, yay.
He always has this cool way of talking. Have you noticed? He always has the same voice.
So it's this is 101 on pain. And there I felt oh yeah, or just whatever.
And the guy who was in The Watchmen, and he's going to play Freddy Krueger, was in it, the new Freddy Krueger.
You mean the guy who played Rorschach from Watchmen?
I think he's going to make a good Freddy Krueger.
Originally they'd mentioned Michael Rosenbaum. He would have been good, but this guy could be good too.
I think originally they might have mentioned the one guy who was in Last House on the Left remake doing Freddy, but then a lot of names. Remember how they kept bringing up names after names, and then
it's names for the new. If Joker's going to be in the next Batman movie, names if he's going to be in there, who would have him, And
did you notice too? This movie had really cool music.
It did. The music was very good, and at points it was freaky. The music at points you're oh my god.
Some of it reminded me a little bit of the There Will Be Blood music.
Similar, yeah, that's kind of what it was.
Didn't it remind you of that? That kind of stuff.
All of a sudden it goes dead silent here, and then it just stops. It's you're looking around, and then it's almost like a heartbeat. Any second you're just gonna have an attack.
And the beginning, didn't you notice how the opening music had an 80s synth feel? Did you notice that? It almost was like an 80s opening.
I know. And
that music. I don't know. There was a lot of really cool sequences. Did you get slightly weirdly reminded when they were driving into the place of, nothing but trouble? Remember how they kept going through those gates?
a little
Wasn't
bit.
it to slightly remind you of that?
No, honestly, that never occurred to me until you mentioned it.
I know. Only I would get reminded of that.
No, I know. I mean, not that I don't remember every detail of that movie, but I didn't see a connection. But yeah, this, for the most part, this was really good. Now, I'll admit, it's only real downfalls, 2 downfalls.
Well, the main downfall is the trailer gives away. I feel like the trailers to the film, don't they give away a lot of
Sometimes
things? Yeah.
It gives away too many clues to what the twist could be, and you already guessed what it was. Like I said, we're not saying what it is, but you hinted, you said, I think I know what it is, and you told me right at the beginning, and as it played through, it made more sense. Like, when you watch it and you don't know what it is, it's like, what's going on? Whoa, what's this? And then all of a sudden, if you watch it again after you know what it is, it's like, okay, everything makes sense now.
I feel like, though, they just got to be more careful with some trailers, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, because they give
putting too much. And the thing is, I know when you put all these certain shots, it makes it look cooler and stuff, but it's like, I almost feel like they should shoot weird shots or use shots that aren't even in the movie or something. You know what I mean?
Although you feel like down, it's like, where's that part I saw in the trailer? I was hoping to see that. Also, the ending was a bit drawn out. Like, once you find out what everything that's going on, it's like, that's what this is, wow. But it's like, okay, you can wrap this up. It was just a little drawn out.
It did. Like, the whole movie was, like, flowing at the same speed, and then all of a sudden, like, the last, 45 minutes really was all about the ending and everything, and it just went on so long, I felt.
What they should have done was had to be like, this is what's happening. It's like, this is what's happening, and you have to accept this. Or it's like, and now this makes sense. What are we going to do about this? And then maybe, there's a struggle or whatever, and then some freaky ending, and then that's it. Except they just drew it out.
But it really is an A+ acting movie and an A+ film.
Like I said, that's just push comes to shove. For the most part, this is an outstanding film.
And I think, the performances in it were really, everybody was good in this.
Yeah, because of that slightly, possibly predictable twist, and because of the drawn-out ending, only because of that, I'm giving this 4.5 out of 5.
Yeah, but it definitely is worth checking out, and it's definitely one to see.
Yeah, but like I said, this is the highest 4.5 out of 5 I've ever given, because this really is worth seeing in theaters.
And next week is
What's next week?
I forgot what next. So I know something we wanted to see.
There's a few.
I think the Crazies maybe is coming out.
I wasn't big on that one, honestly.
No, it's going to be good.
All right, I'll see it. I'm not saying it's not going to be good. I wasn't looking forward to it. No, well, the one I know I'm looking forward to is Kick-Ass.
What's your language?
MJ,
what's going on here? What's happening here, MJ? What have you done? You did something bad here, MJ? Get on your bus, MJ. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go, MJ. He's gonna run you over, I told you. Did you get anything in regular tape traders? Yes, you did, MJ. You bought some Celine Dion CDs, some NSYNC, some Backstreet Boys, all the great 90s bands, your favorites. Right? Well, Celine Dion is more of an 80s band. People don't even remember that. She started out as 80s pop French music.
Oh, she actually did good stuff. The other bands you named are ones I didn't even listen to.
MJ? What is that noise over there?
There's a leak.
Oh, look, someone's over here. Something is leaking. It's going to become a major ice problem tonight. So when the guy comes out to get these boxes, he's going to be like, whoop! And fall right down, MJ. Are you alright?
I'm fine.
Now what are we going to do what are we going to get to eat? We always run into this problem when we don't know what to get to eat. Do you have any ideas?
I want Mexican.
We'll try and find something, MJ. I'm thinking, I don't know. How many days can we go without being each other's lovers? How many days can we go without being each other's lovers? You know you and I are lovers, but you don't want to tell anyone, cause you're afraid what they'll think. They might think we're a little weird, a fat guy and a tall, skinny fat guy. What? I've got a queer. What's going on? You're not tall. You're really tall, but you're skinny. You're not fat. I'm confused. What's going on? Oh yeah. Yeah. Fresh squeezed lemonade. Pesto gives me diarrhea. Tom Wakeoff. Tom Wakeoff. Tom Wakeoff. Tom Wakeoff. MJ, what's going on?
Gaston, no one's quick like Gaston. I guess nobody slicks like Gaston. What?
What are you doing?
Nothing, just
Only you would go into record and tape traders and buy the soundtrack to Beauty and the Beast, put it in there, and then know every single word, phrase, and line from the song. And even the pitch changes.
Yeah.
MJ, I think you should be a singer, MJ.
Oh, thank you.
I know.
Most people just say I'm insane, the fact that I know it so well.
Well, that too, but you know.
I haven't seen that movie in years, and I still remember every bit of it.
You probably watched it last week.
Did not.
On VHS.
Did not. Well, about a month or so ago, I watched Aladdin.
Yeah. You know, Arabian Nights, just like Arabian Days.
I don't think that's quite how it's sung, but...
How's it go?
Arabian Nights. Well, you have to start from the beginning in order to get to that point.
Yeah, I know. Hi, MJ. What you get?
I got food, like I always do.
Where are we right now?
We're in a buffet.
Like which one? Which one, MJ?
Are we allowed to say?
I want to go and Quao.
Bon Guao.
Yeah, and everything okay with you?
Yeah.
Today's been like a musical-filled day. Dancing, singing songs.
I've enjoyed it. I kind of wish I was listening to it right now still. You know, in that jazz CD we got, there seems more positive and more, I don't know, inspiring than it normally would be. Like it did back in the early 90s, like when Aladdin came out. You know what I mean? Like how that felt.
I think I know what you mean, MJ.
I can't explain it.
I know, it kind of reminds me of, you know. Hey MJ, here we are again in the market. It's like 2:30 in the morning. How's it going? Oh, I know. And they have for the market show this movie, Funland, one of my favorite movies, directed by the director of Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3. Michael Stevenson is definitely one.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's definitely one to check out. It's like this crazy clown. It's for $2.
I'm sorry, I got caught up looking at this.
$2 at the market, you've got to get that.
Yeah, I love Sleepaway Camp, then I guess I definitely will check this out.
You will like it. And big adventure, you know, construction series. And the Belushi Show, which I'm sure I probably have, but you know, it's a random new box. And they had a Gilligan's Island thing I almost wanted to get too. But the thing is, I already have like 6 copies of Rescue from Gilligan's Island on like every different public domain version.
Why?
Because I'm a DVD hoarder.
Hoarder?
Yeah, MJ, I've got DVD addiction problems.
Why do you have that many? Because you're afraid you'll like break one or something?
No, I just like to collect them for the different covers. I know that's really strange. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But
I don't care about that. I just want to buy this thing of dinosaurs.
Be like Clifford?
Yeah, I want to buy dinosaurs and play with my phone and have new friends.
Oh. Hey, MJ, you want some pop?
Pop is a verb. You mean soda?
No, I mean pop.
Ugh.
Pop?
That is not the correct term. Why do people use such an incorrect term?
I don't know. It makes me sick as well.
Yeah, that slang is just... It's just inadequate. It's called soda. No, thank you. I'm not in the mood for any soda right now. I would like a hot dog and some cheese.
No, you want some pop?